Hi, I thought it was time for another video of my makes of this winter. Last year I made a video about all my makes of the whole year, but I have already made quite a few things. So I thought it would be fun to make a video every season to show you what I've made. And this season I've made quite a few things that I really love. I feel like when you start sewing, you really make a lot of things that you don't really like that much. And the longer you do it, the more you know what you like and how you do it and so forth. So anyway, without further ado, it is finally spring around here in the Netherlands. It's finally getting sunny and warmer. So one thing makes me sad because I'm probably not going to wear this long big ass coat for quite a few months. But on the other hand, I'm very excited for spring. If you've seen the video of my 22 makes, you will see that I have upgraded my clothing rack. That one did not survive. This one doesn't look too happy either. But you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So let's just start ahead. I hope everything's a little clear because I have a very small space and not really wide angle lens. So I'm going to try and insert some pictures here and there or video of the things I've made. And I hope that I'll make it a little bit better. So I'm just going to start, and no chronological order or anything. I'm just gonna go and start ahead. So one of my favorite makes is this one. It's a funky sweater, and I see there's still strings on it. But yeah, I just ran across this on the market and I thought it looked really funky and that's why I liked it. I've been really into those Patagonia style sweaters and I really love oversized clothing. You might notice that if you see my things, that I really like oversized things. I don't know why. It's not like I'm insecure about my body or anything. I just think it's comfortable and I honestly like the look of oversized things. So this is a big favorite. I made it with a tutorial on YouTube here by Slow Living, not sure how you pronounce it. And it's very simple. I just traced another sweater of mine and made this with a little zipper. It's not perfect. Also please don't mind my nails. I just went printmaking yesterday evening. So you can use it like this, but it's not really neatly. You could use like bias binding to make this look a little bit better, but I wear it up and all the time anyway. The bias binding isn't too neat, doesn't look too great, but it had already survived a few washes, which I'm very proud of because I did not think it would. This I've worn quite a bit already and I really love it. And it's also because of you guys, because you told me in my previous video that the purple looked great with my red hair, and I really love this one. So you made me buy this fabric. Thank you. Another one. I bought this one, this fabric, this teddy, at the same market at the same time with the purple one. I hope you can see it. You can see this. This is a little crooked, which I'm really bummed about, but it is what it is. But I do like is the lining of the pockets. It's like a funky floral fabric that I had left. I made this all from scraps except for the teddy, and the zippers I bought new as well. And the lining is a fabric I got at the market for like €1 a meter, so very cheap. This one's also very comfy, very warm. I don't really like the pockets being crooked, I guess, uneven. But I have already worn this so much, and this is one of those makes that you just really love to wear. It's very versatile. You can wear it inside, you can wear it outside. I feel like it makes me look like one big ginger teddy bear, which is always a plus, I guess. I don't know. Sounds weird. Then you might have also seen this video of the oversized teddy jacket. No, teddy vest. It's reversible. I do really like this. However, I based this on the other sweaters that I just showed you, and to be honest, that's a little bit too large. The armholes are too wide, and I think this is a little too wide as well. But I do like it on a sweater. On top of a sweater, you don't really notice that it's actually a little bit too big. It's very comfy. We have some background music for the church. I'm just gonna go right ahead. So this is another one. I think you've seen on this channel. It sounds weird to say. It is the Nino jacket by all the other ones are self-drafted, by the way. But this is a pattern, the Nino jacket. I will link it in the description. I'm a big fan of this pattern because it looks. I really love kimonos, and this is like a kimono jacket. I made this out of a old fabric curtain. I made this out of an old curtain from the thrift store. So this just cost me like €2 to make, and I really want to make this with again with a more softer, thinner fabric, because this is quite sturdy. It's more like a jacket than a kimono, I guess. But I do really like it. I made a video about it as well. Another less satisfying make is this jacket that I made also a whole video about how much everything went wrong. It was quite a disaster to make. I have learned quite a bit though. I just can't really use the Knitmode patterns, which is a Dutch brand, Dutch magazine. They are just not made for beginners like me, and I have no clue what they mean with everything. And in this case I could Google a lot of things, and a lot of things are made thanks to YouTube. But this was very stressful, and in the end it turned out okay. I'm a big problem solver. I guess I'm quite a creative problem solver, so it turned out okay. But I haven't really worn it yet. I have to admit now that now it's finished, like in the video. I really hated it, and it has grown on me. I do quite like it, and I don't think it looks as bad as I think it does. When you start sewing, you just realize how badly made clothes are from the store. So yeah, I think this doesn't really look that bad. But what I would change in the future would be to use interfacing. I'll use interfacing here in this area because the buttons are too big. Now it looks like all slumpy. So yeah, not really great. Ooh. Okay, never mind. And there's another one little project that looks really shitty, but I'm gonna show you nonetheless, which is I thought I had it finished, but I never did. This one really messed with my sojo. This one really messed with my sojo. It's the Tudor blouse, which I think looks really lovely, although it's a little short. And I made a mock-up first, which was okay, but not perfect. I really struggle with the shoulders because I have very narrow sloped shoulders, so this is probably not the pattern for me. But I thought I had this finished, and then I didn't. But it could be look very cute for spring, right? So it's hello. Okay, so this is one of my favorite projects and the most recent one that I made. Oh no, I'm wearing the most recent one, but still. It's a really big long ass green woolen winter coat. And I've been wanting to make this for quite a long time because I've been looking for one forever, and then I just thought, why don't I make one? I mean, it's quite expensive to make. This cost me like around 60 euros, and it's not perfect because I used a pattern by Knitmode again, which is something I don't understand. I had already bought it, so I just went ahead and suffered quite a bit. And because I didn't really fully understand everything, the lining doesn't really match up with the outside, so that's why it looks quite wrinkly at the seams. and also here. I'm not sure if you can see that. So that's a bummer. And also I really struggle with sizes of patterns, because I have like a narrow waist, narrow shoulders, big arms, big hips. It's impossible to find your measurements and the size that fits right. And in this case I used a size 40 European size, and it is already an oversized jacket, so honestly it's way too big. It's huge, but that's also kind of the look I'm going for, so I guess it's alright. But when I just put it on, it felt like I was wearing a big bathrobe for outside, which basically it is, but I just told myself it's more like an outside kimono, and that makes it feel a little bit better. What I do love is the inside, which is a poplin with cute flowers that I think match really nicely with the green wool. I think it's really nice. I also really love the pockets. There are like one big pockets that you can, I really love that as well. I top stitched it down here, which wasn't really how it's supposed to be. Like, this went wrong, but I do like it with the pockets, like it's one big line. I think, if you can see that, I think that's very nice. I'm also getting very tired of holding this up. But yeah, someone on the tube told me to not use the poplin for the sleeves, because it's really harder to get it on. And I really wanted to do that, but because the sleeves are so large, you can see the lining, and then I thought it would be weird to use a different lining, so I just used the cotton, and it's just a little harder to get on, but that's okay. It's really getting spring though, so I think this is going to be too warm, but I do really love it. And yeah, when I started this journey a year ago, I had never imagined that I could just make a big winter coat. It's a little expensive though to make something like this. This still cost me around 60 euro, and without all the hours I spent, and it's not even perfect, it's not really good enough, but still, it's worth it, I guess. Okay, now it's time for my last make, which is these dungarees, overalls, jumpsuit, whatever. I made this off an old curtain from the thrift store. It's one of my favorite makes again, but I really love this. I based it on my jumpsuit that I made last year and never really worn, but I thought I bought a jumpsuit or like overalls like a month ago, and then I realized, why not make one of these myself? And then I thought an old curtain would be perfect because the fabric's a little thicker and you can still wear it in spring or in autumn, maybe winter, and then I made this one. I had intended it to be more like a working overalls for like graphics, printmaking, ceramics, but then I just made it, and when I finished it I really loved it. And it's a little too big, the crotch is a little too low, which I had fixed, but apparently not fixed enough, so it's still a little low. It isn't really that bad, but it's just not really comfortable, I guess. And I used a zipper because again, I have wide hips and a narrow, like a small waist, so I really need to use like a zipper, because otherwise this will be way too big, or I cannot fit into this. A problem all my life, which I hope to solve by making my own things. Yeah, and I also made these cute things. They are little bags. I forgot the name. We call them etui, but I made these for ceramics class, and this is for printmaking and whatever, pencils. I think that's about it. It's already quite a long video, so thank you for watching if you watch it all, and let me know which one is your favorite, and if you ever thrift fabric for your stuff, because I think that's the best option. Talking about thrifted fabrics, this fun pink denim is one that I thrifted a while ago. I'm very excited, and I'm gonna make another new pair of dungarees as well. And I think I'm gonna make another Nino jacket with this one. So yeah, anyway, enough talking. Thank you, and bye.